Guys here, back with his first classified figure review of the year. And on that note, Happy New Year to all my subscribers and anyone else who might be watching this. Today, we're going to be busting open the retro carded Cobra Commander Mickey Mouse exclusive that comes with, or I should say, came with HASLAB Hiss, because yeah, that's it. What's out there is out there. I think all 27 something thousand of them. So this is not actually my one that came with my Hiss. My Hiss is still in the box. I haven't had the opportunity to open it yet, just due to work time, all the sort of celebratory commitments we've had. But this one, however, I was able to pick up off a fellow collector here in Australia, and he did me an absolute solid. He sold me this for 100 Australian dollars, which works out to be just under 70 bucks US. So an amazing price for a very exclusive figure, and shout out to him. If he's watching, he knows who he is. So without further ado, let's bust this bad boy open. All right, so I took the liberty of just slicing open the card here. It's still unpunched, which I've left it there. I could have easily ripped it open and gone full childhood ham on it, but I didn't. It was just easier that way for me. I'm sure everybody's different with their approach to these things, but whatever. So yeah, let's have a look at the figure. First up, if we hone in here on that Mickey Mouse insignia, which, you know, has a storied history when it comes to this figure. And I never owned an original Mickey Mouse Coco. I don't think I even owned an original of the normal version. My first Cobra Commander was the hooded version, which was a mail away available to us here in Australia. So alas, I digress. So you've got the helmet. It looks pretty good. My only knock against the helmet is I would have preferred to have the lines that go down here, which indicate where he has some plastic explosive that protects him from the removal of the helmet, which is detailed in one of the comics in the original Marvel run. And just to show you what I mean, it was done on the 25th version, which I thought was a cool touch. And with this figure, from memory, I think I can take the helmet off. Yeah, the helmet comes off, and you can see, if we look a bit closely there, at the back there, it's a bit hard to see, but there is like a little mechanism or something like that, or maybe it's where the explosive is packed. But yeah, that's no big deal. It's probably more in line with the original figure, but yeah, that's just a small gripe on my behalf. The detailing here is quite nice. They've colored up the buttons. The original didn't have that, but they did do it for the 25th one. So the folded suit there. He's got the belt with the logo here, which is also reminiscent of the original. I don't even know what that logo is supposed to be, but I don't know. Looks like an A or something. And he's a nice looking figure overall. Let's have a look at how these arms go. So you've got some good range of movement here in the shoulders. It's nice. He can look left, right, down, up. And from memory, I think the original figure could only do left and right. So definitely an upgrade there, and as it should be, because this is a 6-inch figure in the modern era. Moving down, he's got the pinstripes on either side of the pants. He's got a nice sheath here, which actually sits pretty good. It's not falling down like others. Oh, no, it does move down. So that can just be slotted back up there. It should hold in place pretty well, unless you fiddle around with it. He's got, I guess you would call these stirrup pants. There might be another name for it. But yeah, he's nice. He's really nice. In terms of, that arm is a bit stiff, but it does come up. So you can hold the standard T-pose quite well. Ab crunch, all good on that front. Thigh swivels, not too loose. Oh, that one's a bit tight. He's got the drop down hips here. Again, they're not loose, which is great. Range of movement in the back legs, that moved with no issue. I haven't heated this figure up. He's just, as you've seen, come straight out of the packet. Even though it is summer here, it's not super hot in this room. But that's, yeah, really good. No issues with mobility of the figure. Comes up here nice and easy. So you could sit him in the driver's seat of your HIS tank, no problems. Most people will be putting him in the turret, I'd imagine. I really want to open that thing, but it's all about timing. And I'm kind of saving it as well, like, because yeah, it's going to be a process. Ankle rockers, they're good. That one's a little looser than the other one, but yeah, all in all, the figure is in good order, and that's what you want to see when you're spending money on backing a HASLAB project. In terms of him standing, let's just pop him back down and see how we go after I've fiddled around with him. Yep, no issues at all. So let's have a look at the accessories. That's me just hitting my USS flag, and it hasn't broken, so that's good. So first up, you've got the backpack here. Now, obviously in the original figure, this was molded into the figure, just like they did also with the 25th. They gave it a gold paint app here on the 25th. The original didn't look like that, but that was, you know, a nice little different touch, I guess, they were doing around that time. So yeah, that's it's got a nice little tampo here. Might be a little bit hard to see. And paint apps here and here, which were never on the original. That we're just going to go in here, because as you can see, he's got the straps to support holding such a thing, and that should just slot in very easily. And now I'm knocking lights over. It's all happening, people, and I assure you I am not hungover, just being clumsy. It's pretty good. Like, there's not a great deal of issue with getting that in. I just sort of did a couple of these ones to get it in as close as possible, and yeah, no problem. I will say, in terms of getting all the accessories out of the packet, because they obviously come in a little bubble insert, this was a bit of a pain in the neck. They're in really tight, which obviously they didn't want people's stuff to like bobble around during transit and whatnot. But be careful when you do open yours, if you are going to open yours, because I had two of the hands hit me in the face as I popped them out, and the knife got quite stuck in there. It was quite difficult to remove that. I actually bent the blade a little bit, which I've restrained it, so it's fine. Getting it out, so just be careful of that. Something to be mindful of. Next up, you've got his iconic hairdryer pistol, which is actually known as a Venom laser pistol, I believe, in the original figure. So yeah, it is a laser. It doesn't take bullets. Pew, pew, pew. It is smaller than the original one, and if you compare it to the 25th one, there's actually not a great deal of difference in the size. In fact, it's actually shorter than the 25th version. So yeah, not sure why they decided to make it more of a snub nose laser, but they did. I'm sure someone will print up one that might fit better in the holster and be more accurate to the original. Shout out to Gridiron, they might be able to do something like that. But yeah, it's nice enough. That's just going to slot in very easily, I dare say. Or it should. Yep. There you go. It's in. Doesn't come out with gravity in play. It's quite snug. It looks good. I like it. Would have I preferred him to have the molded, like stick it in his back kind of thing? Perhaps, but yeah, it gives it a different look, and you know, we don't have a lot of backpacks in the classified line, so I'll take it. Next up, you got the dagger. Again, no, it's not setting the world on fire as a dagger. You got like a little gold paint up here. Something more ceremonial comes probably with the regal version of the figure, but you know, this is like a combat version of Cobra Commander, really. Global domination version, whatever. He's, you know, battlefield ready, so to speak. It's not battle armor per se, but you know what I mean. You want to pop him in that his tank and get him to lead the charge into battle while he's yelling at people, calling them fools, cowards, and so on. Anyway, just pop this in here. Should just, oh, that's missing the mark completely here. That's in like that. It fits snug. But yeah, this thing is again falling down. But there, it does stay up. And I've just knocked the light over again. Mate, I am on fire. All right, so this is a nice little piece. You got the Cobra coiled around the globe of the world, basically putting a snake-like grip and leading Cobra towards their goal of global domination. It's nice enough. I don't think you'll be able to hold it too well in these hands. I guess you could just, yeah, that's not going to work. But one of the other ones, I'm guessing, probably this one, is more akin to doing that. So let's give that a bash. See how we go. I'm not going to heat these up. I'm just going to try and twist them out and see how we go. Yep, it's just coming out nicely. Slow and steady wins the race. Just gentle, gentle, gentle. Tap, tap, tap-a-roo. So yeah, what do the 5 fingers say to the face? Slap! Anyone who gets that reference will be as much of a fan of that skit as I am. Shout it in the comments if you do. So let's see if this will sit in there nicely. Oh, beautiful. Look at that. That just rotates in. I've just coiled the snake around his hand. As simple as that. And that's sitting flush. Again, not falling out. Very cool. I like that. Didn't take any kind of working in. I just twisted it in. And great little accessory for photography purposes and for posing. I like it. And you can bitch slap someone as well. All right, so let's go ahead and switch out this hand for one of the other ones. Just have a look. Just a gentle little tug. That's what she said. We'll do the this one. Actually, let's go with the fist. That's what she said. All right, so all right, ready to knock some chump out or pound his fist dramatically onto something to demonstrate his displeasure in the Joes thwarting him again, or one of his bumbling idiot cohorts failing him, as they often would. You could obviously use this for like a fist fight scene too. But yeah, there's nothing more to it than that. Again, it went in quite easily and should come out with the same gentle but firm approach. All right, so I'm going to pop the other one back in here because I want to put this one on. I hope everyone had a great Christmas and New Year's. I'm glad that those celebrations are behind us and the New Year's here. Because I'm just tired. I need a holiday. Unfortunately, I don't have one for 10 more weeks. Here's looking at you, kid. So yeah, the pointing finger, obviously great for, like, you know, charging the troops into attack. Or it can also be for pointing at someone who has, again, failed him or pissed him off. I guess you could also pop it in the air as if you're like at a concert or something, like, yeah, rock on. And again, that accessory went in very easily. No problems at all. So what we'll do is we'll pop his original hand on. Obviously, there's not a lot to go over with this review because, you know, there's just not a plethora of accessories and it's very straightforward. You know, like, see how well he holds the gun without really, no trigger guard to really worry about. So quite easy to pop that in there. Again, this doesn't come off, just FYI, so do not try to pull it off. Break yourself, fools. It does look a little small in hand, but, you know, that's neither here nor there, really. I guess for a concealed weapon it would be better suited, but, you know, that's obviously not that concealed now that it's a backpack. But yeah, it's not too bad. It's definitely not as, I guess, appealing as the original, but he holds it well and he's got a gun, so, you know, do what you will with it. And that's him, man. That's the Cobra Commander. If you want a quick look at the card back, it's very basic. They could have done a little bit more than just throwing a massive Cobra logo on there, I think, if you ask me. The file card, yeah, I think it's pretty much probably a word-for-word take on the original. And yeah, I'm not going to bother going over that. It is designed by HASLAB, which is cool. There's no other real things of note on there. It's basic as that. But that is the HASLAB CC. So yeah, I've enjoyed the figure. I'm going to enjoy putting him into action with my collection once I open my HIS and get him up there with the rest of the Cobra High Command in the display that you cannot see from where I am filming. But yeah, that's it, guys. Thank you for watching. Thank you to any new subscribers. Really appreciate it. And here's to another year of great toys ahead and the classified Joe line prospering more and more. And yeah, if you're new to the channel, feel free to give the video a like. Feel free to give me a sub. Doesn't hurt you, I assure you. And if you like toys, like I like toys, then hey, what is another toy tuber to your subscription list? Anyway, thanks again. Have yourself a great day, and yo, Joe.